Hey Virgo, how's it going? Welcome to your reading. Welcome to the space. Hope you all are feeling pretty good, feeling safe and healthy and all. So today's going to be your dawn of the new day reading if you've been following along at all. But if you're new here and if you haven't seen it, this is just going to be the start of your new journey. I've seen a lot of death and transformations going on to like the endings, but now we're looking at the rebirth part of all that. So starting with Lenormand and the Prism Oracle. I gotta get you a story with the Hermetic Tarot. And then, new on this channel is the Wild Unknown Archetype Oracle, so we're gonna look at that too. I have the Wild Unknown Tarot. I've had it, I think it's my second deck that I got. Because it was like, oh, this is a cool deck I've seen online. So I've had the deck for a while, so it's cool to have the Oracle now. So maybe we'll do a reading with both of those two involved. That sounds fun. Either ways, let's get started with the Lenormand, see what's going on. I got the thinking woman at the bottom, very Virgo, very, information, data, time to the self. I like it, let's get started. I don't know if you've been following along, there's been a lot of flies. I'm always like, oh, this fly. I'm always getting pissed off, like genuinely pissed. But I know it's cool now to see it has something to do with like the death energy, because of the symbolism behind the fly and death. Something about that. But what we got for Virgo? What we got? And that must be it. At the bottom, the home. So maybe thinking about your home right now. Possibly thinking about moving. Possibly thinking about your finances within your home. Where do I put this? Okay. What we got though? Oh. First of all, I love it. 42, the number of the universe. The magical number for some reason. But this is the compass. This is about direction. Yeah, so maybe you're choosing a new direction within your home or your structure, your stability, moving in a direction that's stable to you. Maybe you're changing directions. This could be new for you. Because maybe you've had a certain direction for a very long time. This might be a new direction you're going in. New direction. I'm thinking the Glee, the New Directions now. Love Glee so much. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna get a prism. Maybe connect that. See what's going on. Ooh, I like what's at the bottom. It feels very Virgo too. I got rest at the bottom. So maybe it's a decision, a direction you're moving in. It's gonna take a lot of I just saw 333 on the counter too, so like a serious brand new birth, a brand new cycle, brand new way of connecting yourself to something. So it's taking a lot of rest because you're gonna have to make a big decision probably. These flies, okay. I thought once I got the lesson they would go away. They're still there. Okay. We got with the prism oracle to stop it right now. Okay, so mystery at the bottom. I always think of the Wheel of Time, and it's funny because literally the wheel right there, the Wheel of Time. I think, is it an Amazon Prime original? Is it a Hulu? I don't know what it is, but they went through a town in that, and it was a very dark town. I love that scene because like all the characters get to go off individually, like they just start making choices that define how they. And it's crazy because you don't even notice it, but they're on a journey. They're going through a deep dark place, and they all have to like survive the night. Just like control what you can and stay as chill as possible because the town is actually infected. It's haunted, infected in a sort. it's really weird. It's just magically infected by like the past of the town, and so it's very dangerous. But most of the people just chill out and survive the night. But some people go off and make decisions that actually define the rest of their entire journey. Like someone, not to spoil it, sorry if you're watching it, or just spoiler alert. But someone grabs like an item that infects them, and so throughout the rest of the show, they're constantly infected by this thing just because of that one decision they made in a very dark place when they should have sort of just chilled out and stayed with the group. Just thinking about that. It's a dark spot, but just maybe stick to your group, you know. And I'm sorry, the reason why I was like, you gotta be kidding me, is because Rest came out. It literally came out. It was at the bottom. Here it is again. So like I'm saying, maybe like, take your rest. Don't push too hard, because infection is around, and it's not you, but it is the place that you are around. So it's just about keeping to yourself, or at least like staying to your group, and then keeping your energy as closely to yourself as you can. Especially with rest and direction, a new direction for sure. Mystery at the bottom. This is really interesting. Hermetic tarot. Let's get your story. See what's going on. Hey. It's funny how Rest came out. It literally, and I was gonna say, it does feel Virgo-ish. It feels like the Hermit, but it's not like a hermiting you've been used to. Because, like I'm saying, you have to still stick with your group, which is interesting. Because a hermit would be alone, but you are alone within your internal energy and keeping it safe to you. But you still need your group. That's why it's weird, you know. I don't know. Whatever the group is. Queen of Pentacles, Virgo energy out of the wazoo. Is it gonna focus though? This could be about focusing on your resting, your healing. I like the Queen of Pentacles coming out. It's like you are in your energy. You are in the resting and relaxing and nurturing yourself. It could be nurturing to other people too, because if it's your natural energy, it feels like you're definitely moving forward into a very natural spot for yourself. Oh, I say that, and the Ace of Wands is at the bottom, so fire could be natural to you as well, because right before Earth would be fire, so still within the wheelhouse of what you're comfortable with. This could be about actually, like, you should be in your comfort zone. You should be. I think there's a lot of reasons where it's like, step out of your comfort zone. That's good for like a lot of the majority of a lot of the messages, but I feel like with you is literally stay in your comfort zone. Because you have so much to give. Queen of Pentacles, you have so much to give. So much. Literally, you could give your entire soul. With the Ace of Wands, literally your entire soul and being to another thing. And you do that naturally, but I think you need to take a rest right now. And you need to be in your comfort zone. Damn. Pentacles. There's the Ace. With the Queen. Coming forward, you have an opportunity. You have a vault of value and an opportunity, a lucrative opportunity. So it's not only like self-fulfilling, but it's financially fulfilling. And I like how that Queen of Pentacles is looking at that pentacle. You see that? They are looking at that pentacle. Whew, that is nice. And I see the cross here too, so it's like something, definitely a commitment, a self-commitment first of all, but, and I think of the cross now too, I think of the cross in the Lenormand, which is a Six of Wands. So it's like, because you are committed to this opportunity, it's going to be very successful, lucrative, in the self and financially. Justice at the bottom, yeah, for sure, because it's like, it's well-deserved, it's balance. As long as you stay balanced and resting yourself, the power that you are getting for this opportunity does not come from your external. It's like with the Queens, because the Queen came out, it's just like the Queens. There is no action you need to you deliberately need to take. All you need to do is sit in your energy, and that's how you pull in that opportunity. Sit in your energy. You're beautiful, and you need the rest. You need the comfort zone. Do use it, even if you are working or you are in a spot where you need to be active. You need to be taking care of yourself, and that's your greatest power. Mother. Okay, 6 of Cups at the bottom. I'm seeing a lot of bottom of the deck energy for these readings, and I feel like it's because we are bleeding into this beginning, but we are still sort of coming out of the ending. So it's really important to understand where we're coming from with a lot of this. 6 of Cups is a lot about the past. Not just the past, but the past, the present, and the future. It is interesting because you've got the wheel here, the compass, I should say, a direction to move in. And it's like it's usually like a crossroads, or like what direction am I going to go in moment. 42, which is a 6 of Cups. And this is about time, and this is about time as well. And I think the 6 of Cups is about alignment. It's not just the past, but it's who you are in your past, who you want to be in the future, and who you are right now. You know, how all of that comes together to align you. So I think there's been some past that you've been reflecting on possibly, and you're thinking about your future, you're thinking about what opportunities are coming forward. And so you're just aligning that. I think that's important, but what came out was the Hermit. The Hermit, literally. I like when that happens. Just when we were just talking about it. Next to these two, the Hermit and the 6 of Wands. We just talked about these two. It's crazy. Because I was definitely saying with the cross and the 6 of Wands feeling it's a victorious thing. And the 6 of Wands is usually like one person who like being lifted, and then like there's a community around them that's ranked, like supporting them and congratulating them. And then in turn you congratulate your community, and other people are lifted up. Everyone's lifted up. It's a beautiful 6 of Wands energy feeling. But that's what it feels. It's not just you, it's a group, it's a community, even though you're in the Hermit phase. But with the Hermit next to the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, it's number 9. It feels like reflection, it feels like on the outward, you're going to be very nurturing, very, first of all, gorgeous looking, because you look taken care of inside and out, so you're going to be gorgeous. But definitely, maybe could be, I'm not saying standoffish, but could just be definitely like the face in this person. It's like just definitely like more, it's not an, it's just a resting, insightful face. Like you're more so just like in a balance, like if you're in a balanced mood, you're not too positive, too negative. It's just more balanced state. It may come off a little standoffish, but as long as you show your nurturing side, it's going to be understood that you are nurturing yourself. Especially with the Hermit here, I feel like there's so much going on the inside, so much inner reflection. And there's that vault. It's like that inner reflection. There's the vault of information that you are going through. The door seems a bit closed. And now you know what it's giving me? This is not to offend anyone. I promise. I promise. It is just an analogy in my brain. But it's giving me Jesus energy, as in, where it's like, if I thought of the story, if you think of the story of him dying and not pretend, but just imagine that it is not him dying, but just him behind this. Remember that gigantic rock, that the stone. Just imagine that's like a hermit phase where he took those 3 days to process, and just imagining. That's what it feels like. Maybe it is like a death process, and you are behind this stone, seeming to be, not dead, but without life in a sense. But you were just behind here, going through a lot, reflecting on a lot. But Jesus did resurrect, so that's what it's talking about. It's like definitely when you resurrect out of it, it's gonna be with a brand new sense of sense of everything. Look at the snake. It's like the spine. It's the entire makeup of you. It's what holds you up. It's your pillar. A brand new like sense of life. Definitely for sure. Definitely for sure. Forgot Six of Wands came out. How did I forget? Six of Wands under the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. So coming forward, it's like your healing phase is what brings you your victory. Your choice to heal yourself and still be nurturing to other people, you know? But you have to balance the both. But I think part of that balance is remembering to stay with your group, not to stray too far into being alone. Because definitely without the group, there's no one to lift up, and there's no one to lift you up, you know? Let's see. Did the King of Cups, was the King of Cups not at the bottom, or was this for Leo? I don't know who it was, but it was at the bottom of the deck for someone. I definitely feel like it was you. King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. That's what's behind the vault. I love that. I love this sort of spread because it kind of is clarifying within itself, but it's a whole story still. Behind the vault, the King of Cups. It's like it's a huge emotional opportunity. It's a huge emotional depth that is not being brought out because you are surveying your waters first. It's such a smart way to do it. So Virgo, it's such a smart way to do it, but I mean it comes with its risks because with the Queen of Pentacles definitely and the Hermit, it could feel like you are distant from people, but you're not. You are just putting your own emotions in order for yourself before bringing them forward. So this could be about a romantic thing for sure. Someone who is organizing their emotions in order before they bring it forward to you. I don't normally just straight out say romantic, but if I feel it, it feels romantic. So someone definitely going through their emotions before they bring it forward to you, before they open this vault. And now I'm thinking about, for some reason I'm thinking Happier Than Ever, the music video when Billy opens the door and then water just floods. So it feels like that. It feels like before you open that door and let the waters in, you have to get yourself together. And before she did that, she was making a phone call. So maybe something about like, again, making a phone call, putting your stuff in order, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, dotting the T's, crossing the I's, all that. Crossing the I's. You might be crossing someone's eye. But this is because of you're so mature. This is, like I said, it's the King of Cups. It's such a mature decision to go through what you feel before releasing it, you know? I don't know. King of Cups. Yeah, he looks mad too, so is the Queen of Pentacles. And you may look sort of mad, but or like just standoffish, but it's not really how you feel. You're just, it's not how you feel about the external. You know, the external is fine. I feel it's just how you feel about your inside and how you have to look through that. Now I'm seeing the second class. I didn't see it the first time, so it's like double victory, double transformation. It's so important for you to do this. One of them is black and one of them is white, so I feel balance again. It's a balanced way to do it. I gotta say that. It is, no matter how you may come off looking on the external, I'm seeing a lot of black and white balance now. No matter how you come out and do it, just know that it's balanced and it's important that you do it for yourself like this. I think you're doing a great job. A great job. Let's see what we got. The last card. Oh, there's a bunch that flew out. I just need one more, please. Just one. Do a whole story with 4 cards. No, thank you. Just one, please. Oh, God. You're gonna make me pull one card. I just... Okay, that's the one. At the bottom, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, this feels very This could be Virgo. Still feels like sort of more so air energy. Oh, that's a really pretty fucking lizard. Sorry. It's like blue, and it just like fucking darted across a bunch of orange. So it really stood out, standing out, cutting the head off of stuff. This could be you humanizing the human process. You know, it's weird to say that, but it's like you're trying to do something in a very balanced way towards yourself, and whatever is in the way that makes whatever it is about other people's. This is always, I feel like, an ego. Whatever other people's egos is making it seem like for you, you're like cutting the head off of that. You're being really clear and discerning about like, this is my healing process. This is how it goes. Had nothing to do with anyone on the outside. Just really making that clear. You know. What came out though? Interesting. The Eight of Swords, very interesting. As a final card, now I'm being greedy, and now I just need one more. The Eight of Swords on the Hermit. Yeah, okay, I will say first of all, that's what I was just saying with the Queen of Swords, and it's funny that she was at the bottom. How it's like, the card that says Lord or shortened force, so it feels like your force, your efforts with the 8, your effort, when you put it into the work of being the Hermit, it feels like it gets shortened because of possibly the people around you, and it's like the group, you're trying to balance out being in your group, but also making it clear that you need time to yourself, both involved. I don't know, let me see, I can need one more. That's funny as hell. Chariot at the bottom. You're still moving forward with your process. 8 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. That's the 10. I like, okay. I was gonna be all like, weird ass energy. What do I do with it? But I like it because it's 8 and 2, 10 of Swords. Completely putting an end to, this is the peace restored. You're restoring your own peace no matter what the efforts are being, like efforts around you are probably being squandered. Not squandered, like shortened, interrupted because of maybe an interrupted process, but you're putting an end to that because you are still moving forward with the Chariot. The Hermit is a 9, 8 and 2 will become a 10. I like that. You're coming to the end of a very difficult process, probably to do with the mind and how like your mind sees things, the perception, perspective, and it's just because like it feels environment, it feels group, it feels like it's more than just you. It's like external factors. Strength, yeah. Strength in the Chariot, that's 7 and 8. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Very cool. When I think of that, I just think of the 7, which would be, again, the Chariot, which is Chariot before strength. It's Chariot and strength are like the same card. Chariot is like a lot of strength to move forward, and the strength is like a lot of strength to have the strength, you know. But Chariot is a water, so it's internal. With the Hermit, it's internal. You are going through your internal processing, correct? Then the strength comes forward. You have the external strength to actually move forward as well. It's the feminine and masculine balance, and then moving to the 10. Oh, of course, going to the 8, continuously putting in that effort. The 8 with the 8 of Swords. The 8 with we'll start with strength, and then going to the Hermit. That's literally the major arcana in the row. The Chariot, the Hermit. The Chariot, the Strength, and the Hermit. So once you reach that external strength, there's no more effort that you have to put in physically with rest. You understand your physical strength. You know your emotional and your physical strength. With the Hermit, there's nothing else you have to explain to anybody. 2, this is your healing process. You know which direction you're moving in, you know? And so with the 8 and 2 of Swords, it's the 10, it's the end. And it might be an end in a way that you might be upgrading the way that you speak, in a peaceful way, and in a way that feels like you truly, you know, are moving towards peace for yourself. And that's what's putting an end to anything that's like outside of you, trying to stop you from really healing and moving forward, you know? I say stop you, I just mean like, maybe other people have a different way of thinking or a different way of doing things, right? And that's good for them, but it shouldn't be in control of how you do for you. Oh, do I take this? That's the womb. That 333 energy from earlier, something really birthing through. Could be, if you're watching, you could be pregnant, could be giving birth soon, something like that. But if not, just physically giving birth, like, I'm not ready for the card yet. It won't go back in, so this is the one, I think. Okay. It was the river, by the way. Anyways, I think that's the cue to stop going on that spiel and let's pull a card. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Because I haven't forgot what I was gonna say anyways. Ooh, I haven't seen this one come out yet. The bottom, the shaman. Very Virgo. And I always like this because there's a lot of shiny things to look at. You look great, you look pretty, you look like you're really nurturing and you have a lot to give, a lot of value. But this darkness does exist and it is good. It's okay. I don't think a lot of people are okay, and that's funny because of the card that came out. I don't think a lot of people are okay with darkness. And I think that you are, because you know how to light your own light. But also you understand there's value in darkness. Underworld came out. The Underworld. A lot of eyes, a lot of things looking at you, a lot of things trying to peek into what you're doing. There's a lot of mess, and now it's making me think of like that's like not ideal for Virgo. So I just think that maybe it's some energy you're uncomfortable with, but you're taking it on like you actually got the Underworld card. It's not like we're working to get to the Underworld, like you're in it, so you're really taking charge of your healing process. Still could be a lot of people looking at you, trying to figure out what's going on, trying to untangle the mess, but it's not up to them, it's up to you. And I think you know what you need to do, and like, that's the thing, you know what you need to do for your healing process. There's no one outside that can make you sway from that. They can help you and give you advice, but if they're trying to take on your mess for you, or like, not take on your mess for you, because they can help, but if they're trying to control or trying to make you think what you're doing isn't okay for you, you know what's okay for you. You know what you got to do for yourself, you know? I like that. A lot of creepy, nasty stuff. But like I said with the mystery cards, like, if you keep going through and you sort of just keep to your group and keep to the people that, you know, can keep you safe and understand your process and will help you in the way that you know you need to be helped, you know? And you help them in turn. If you do that, you shouldn't run into you shouldn't have any issue with any of those monsters, those nasties. Anyways, I hope this helps. Thank you so much for being here. Very deep healing, but the Six of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. It's okay that the Eight of Swords and 2 came out, because you have the Six of Wands and the King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. What's behind that door is going to be beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe, comment, notifications. If you want a personal reading information for that is down below. I gotta go do some things. Other than that, have fun. YouTube's a great place. It's beautiful. It's large. Has a lot of things to watch. So I hope you have fun. And can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye, guys.